Hey guys, so this is episode 62 of the VictorPrep GRE words series, and we have 4 new words: Wraith, Neophyte, Impetuous, and Partisan. And so let's get started with Wraith. Wraith is a ghost or a ghost-like image of someone. So basically, if you know the play Hamlet, you can think of Hamlet's father, who appears as a ghost at the start of the play. That's a classic wraith. Because wraith, when thinking about literature and books and stories, a wraith is often the ghost of someone who's recently died. So, wraiths often appear in literature and movies and so on. So, wraith, meaning a ghost or ghost like image of someone. Neophyte. A neophyte is basically someone who is new to a subject or new to a skill. So think of the word neo. We know neo because it also appears in other words. So another word that might also come up that you need to know is neologism. Neologism means a new word, as in a word that was just invented. So if I invent a new word like flibble, I don't know if that's a new word actually, but might be. But that's a neologism. And the neo part of the word basically means new. So if you see neo at the start of the word, think that might be something to do with new. So, and I do wonder actually if Neo from the Matrix, that name was also inspired by Neo meaning new and also Neo being a rearrangement of the letters for one. But I don't know, that's, that's on the side. Neophyte. So we know neo means new. Neophyte means someone who's new to a subject or new to a skill. So I don't play the guitar, right? So if I go and play the guitar now, I'm going to be really bad. I'm going to be a neophyte at playing the guitar. Third word is impetuous. Impetuous. To be impetuous means to rush into something without much thought about it. You're not really thinking in advance. You're not being very wise. It's like if I went to the zoo and I see the lion and I think, wow, that's such a big furry cat, I want to give that lion a hug, and I don't really think about that lion, whether he's hungry or not, and I just climb over and try and give the lion a hug. That would be an impetuous action. I'm not really thinking about it, I'm doing it quickly, and it may result in something bad happening. Because in life, if we don't think about what we're doing, we don't know the consequences. So to be impetuous means to just rush ahead, to do something rashly and not think about it. Partisan is our fourth and final word. Now, partisan has 2 meanings. One is a noun, so it's a thing, and the other is an adjective. And they're related, so let's do them both. So a partisan, so the noun form of the word, a partisan is a person who is a very strong supporter for some political party or a religion, or maybe they're just a supporter of it, a powerful individual. So you imagine there may be some cult leader and he has a lot of people who are partisans. They're strong supporters of this particular cult leader. That's a partisan. Or if you imagine right now, obviously there's a lot of talk about politics in many areas of the world. And in politics, there are always partisans. There are people who will be a die-hard supporter of a particular party no matter what. No matter what happens, even if that political party does bad things, there are people who will support them no matter what, right? In all situations. So that sort of person is called a partisan. Now, the second meaning of partisan is when you use it as an adjective. So someone could be described as partisan, or a newspaper could be described as a partisan newspaper, or a TV channel could be a partisan TV channel. And what that means is, if something is partisan, it means it's prejudiced or it's biased. So if we say that particular newspaper is biased, we're also saying it's partisan. So some people say this channel is partisan in favor of this party. It means all of their news and information is slanted with a bias towards that particular angle. So that is partisan as an adjective. let's just move down to our synonyms. So, synonyms, we have wraith. Some synonyms of wraith are ghost, spectre, spirit, phantom, apparition, and manifestation. So all ghost-like things. And don't forget, by the way, guys, that the word wraith, you don't have to use it always as an actual ghost. You could say someone looked like a wraith. That means they would be pale, maybe they look a bit sick, or they've been sick, or maybe you see them in the night and because of the lighting, they look very white, like ghost-like. Neophyte, again, this means someone who's new to something, a beginner. So we have synonyms beginner, learner, novice, newcomer, tyro, and greenhorn. Also, you can always just describe someone as being green. If someone's new at a job and they don't really know what they're doing, you can say, oh, that guy, he's a bit green. That's another synonym. Impetuous. So synonyms here are impulsive, rash, hasty, reckless, careless, and foolhardy. And our final word was partisan. And we have, for the noun form, we have supporter, follower, adherent, and champion. And the adjective form, and remember the adjective form is if I describe a newspaper as being a partisan newspaper, it means biased, prejudiced, discriminatory, coloured, or partial. And partial there is as opposed to being impartial. Impartial meaning you don't really take a side. If you're partial to something, it means you're taking a side there. So, as always, when you're learning these words, make sure you really don't just listen to me and watch this video, but after this video, write down some sentences with these words, use them, and do some repetitions of writing sentences, testing yourself to really solidify those words in your brain. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.